Stop right now. If you're holding the current 2022 Apple TV 4K box in your hand at the Apple Store, put it down and walk away. You are about to make a massive financial mistake. Mark Gurman at Bloomberg just exposed that the brand new 2026 Apple TV hardware is already finalized, fully packaged, and physically sitting inside warehouse boxes right now ready to ship. But before you get hyped up about this massive upgrade, there is an intentionally hidden hardware limitation that forced Apple to absolutely hit the brakes. And it means if you go out and buy the current generation today, you are throwing away your hard-earned money. The deafening silence coming out of Cupertino regarding this flagship living room device is not because their silicon engineers fell behind on the development timeline. The truth is vastly more complicated, heavily tied into the global supply chain, and it revolves entirely around a massive memory bottleneck that affects your wallet directly. When you look at the raw data coming from Ming-Chi and deep dive reports from the ELEC, you start to see the real financial picture. Apple is actively caught in a high-stakes, multi-billion-dollar standoff with memory suppliers. We are talking about absolute industry giants like Samsung, Micron, and SK Hynix. The current 2022 Apple TV runs on an older A17 Bionic chip paired with just 4 GB of RAM. Now, listen to me very carefully. That exact specification was perfectly fine if your only goal was lightly scrubbing through Disney Plus or Netflix on a Friday night. It did the job. But Apple Intelligence and the completely rebuilt on-device Siri overhaul that Apple is planning for tvOS 27 absolutely demands a strict 8 GB memory floor. Apple cannot, under any circumstances, launch a premium smart home hub that physically lacks the RAM to run its own localized artificial intelligence models. It will be entirely dead on arrival. This brings us to the core financial buying decision you need to make right now. Sourcing millions of units of 8 GB high-speed memory without entirely destroying their tightly controlled profit margins requires a highly strategic, calculated delay. The fundamental problem Apple is facing right now is that global AI data centers are aggressively buying up the entire supply of high-performance DRAM at unprecedented historical rates. This massive demand is driving memory component costs completely through the roof. Apple decided to delay the new Apple TV to wait for component prices to stabilize later this year because they want to protect their premium pricing model without passing a massive price hike directly onto you, the consumer. Sourcing components is expensive, and you need to understand how these hidden costs impact the trade-in value of your current electronic. But here is where Apple is trying to trick us, and no other leaker is talking about this one specific detail. When we actually look at the leaked logic board schematic for this unreleased box, the shift from the A15 Bionic to the A17 Pro, or potentially even a specially binned A18 processor, is not just about faster menu animations or slightly quicker boot times. Do not let anyone tell you this is a minor spec bump. It is a massive structural and architectural leap. The A15 Bionic sitting inside your current Apple TV right now is built on TSMC's much older 5nm process. Moving to TSMC's cutting-edge 3nm node fundamentally changes the entire thermal to performance ratio inside that fanless living room enclosure. Recent chatter from DG Times about TSMC 3nm yields heavily supports this shift. Think about your return on investment here. You are looking at a device that brings dedicated hardware, accelerated ray tracing, and mesh shading directly to your television set. Apple is actively shifting the entire Apple Arcade platform away from those glorified cheap mobile ports and directly targeting massive AAA console titles. We are talking about natively running Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed, and Death Stranding right on your television without buying an expensive secondary console. Actually, let me ask you guys a question. Are any of you legitimately playing heavy AAA games on your current Apple TV? Or is it strictly a streaming box for you? Drop a comment down below because I am genuinely curious how many people actually use that feature. To handle the significantly larger texture caches of these intensive MES supply chain leaks strongly indicate a baseline bump to 256 GB of NAND flash storage. This specific hardware combination turns the Apple TV from a very basic casual streaming box into an edge computing smart home brain. It is about a sustained unified memory architecture that allows major game developers to port massive open-world assets directly from the Mac to the TV without rewriting the core rendering engine. The graphical compute power sitting on this logic board severely rivals previous generation standalone consoles, which is a truly terrifying prospect for the entire casual gaming market. If you care about your money, you need to save your cash for this specific architecture. Do not waste your dollars on older hardware with zero long-term resale value. The trade-in value of that 2022 model is going to completely tank the exact second this new hardware drops. You are literally throwing away $150 if you make that purchase right now. But the main processor isn't even the most vital silicon upgrade sitting on this new board. Developer logs very recently spotted by the team over at MacRumors reveal the direct integration of a custom Apple M1 networking chip. For years, the Apple TV has relied almost entirely on cheap off-the-shelf Broadcom Wi-Fi 6 modules. The brand new M1 networking chip finally introduces Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6 protocols directly to the Apple Home ecosystem. Why does a simple television box need Wi-Fi 7 speeds? Because of something called multi-link operation. This allows the Apple TV to aggressively connect to the 5 GHz and 6 GHz bands simultaneously. This means it can seamlessly drop packets on heavily congested frequencies without you ever noticing a single stutter on your screen. Compare this directly to the flagship Snapdragon processors sitting inside premium Android televisions right now. Those Android panels frequently struggle with severe thermal throttling and massive network latency spikes during sustained loads. The Apple Silicon advantage here becomes entirely undeniable. According to incredibly detailed deep dive reports from Mac-Otakara, this incredibly specific hardware combination is going to completely change how you interact with your technology. Right now, when you press the physical microphone button on your Siri remote, that voice request is compressed, sent to an external Apple server hundreds of miles away, processed in the cloud, and beamed all the way back to your house. It introduces massive latency. With 8 GB of fast RAM and a dedicated 16-core neural engine, tvOS 27 is going to process natural language smart search completely on the device itself. Siri can immediately index your entire personal media library and execute advanced multi-step automations without ever leaving your local area network. You are paying for highly advanced local content discovery without the complete privacy nightmare of constant cloud processing. Now, there's a secondary highly controversial detail regarding this hardware that no one wants to admit. Display analyst Ross Young and leaker Shrimp Apple Pro have heavily hinted at upgraded peripherals across the ecosystem, and we are heavily expecting the inclusion of a brand new U2 ultra-wideband chip completely hidden inside the new Siri remote. This upgrade finally brings true precision finding to the living room, actively utilizing the exact same directional visual interface you already use on your iPhone. You will literally never lose the remote in your couch cushions ever again. But here is where the financial reality of this entire situation completely hits the fan. Honestly, I will believe the heavily rumored $129 entry price point when I actually see it live on the official Apple Store. Apple entirely absorbing the massively rising cost of 8 GB of DRAM while handing us a flagship 3nm chip and a completely custom-designed Wi-Fi 7 module sound way too good to be true. We are significantly more likely looking at an aggressive tiered pricing strategy to offset those exact memory costs. The entire walled garden ecosystem is moving violently and aggressively forward in a strictly on-device artificial intelligence processing. Do not fall into the trap of buying obsolete hardware. Protect your money. Hold on to your cash. Wait for the supply chain memory bottleneck to clear up later this year and secure the 2026 hard, where the exact second it officially drops.